Hi, I'm in a different setup today because there's better natural lighting here, and I wanted to kind of take advantage of that because I do love natural lighting a lot. I do have my ring light in front of me as well. I don't know, I'm just experimenting things, so you probably don't really care about that. Today we're going to do a luminous peachy spring glam. I was inspired by the beautiful weather outside. It's pretty sunny today. So I'm going to use my favorite color to use for eyeshadows, which is peach. I don't know, especially for like soft everyday looks, I do love peachy tones. I do feel like they're very flattering on me and on a lot of people because it's so youthful and just pretty, you know. Okay, I'm going to start with my face because the eye makeup is not going to be that heavy, so I don't worry about fallout. I'm going to use my beloved Kind and Free Skin Tint from Rimmel. I do love this for more natural days. It's kind of it kind of gives a gorgeous glow on the skin, which I really love. I'm going to do some initial blending with my hands so the sponge won't absorb it all. By the way, I'm in the shade Vanilla 160. Then I'm going to take my Real Technique sponge and just blend this in. This skin tint is beautiful, especially if you love that dewy finish. If you have like drier skin or even combo skin. I do have combo skin and I really love it. Depends on your preferences, because I usually prefer this kind of a dewy finish over a matte one. Just going to carefully blend it around my brows because I already done them. I actually used some brow powder today over my Schwarzkopf gel. I usually just set them into place, but today I felt the need to fill them in a little bit. They look quite spare, I don't know why. It's just the way they sit probably, I don't know. I just did some light filling in. I'm going to be careful to blend it on this area here. Okay, for concealer I'm going to use my Maybelline Fit Me in the shade 20. Just going to apply it in the inner portion here, where I have the most discoloration. I'm just going to extend a little bit of that on my lids to serve as an eyeshadow primer as well. I'm just going to let it sit for a while. The texture is quite liquidy with this one. I do like it more when it kind of dries a little bit, and it also provides a little bit more coverage. Because in this state, if I was to blend it, the sponge absorbs the majority of it. So I'm just going to let it dry for like 2 minutes or so. Okay, I can start blending this out. It had a few minutes to sit. I'm just going to do tapping motions and extend it towards my outer corner, but I do want the majority of the product to be here in the inner portion. I'm also going to blend my eyelids. I do want my cheeks to be pretty rosy today, so I'm going to use cream blush as well as powder blush. I'm going to use my Fenty cream blush in the shade Crush from Cupid. I'm just using a small, I think this is I was going to say this is a concealer brush, but it's actually a medium shadow brush from Real Techniques. This is too big for eyeshadow in my opinion, but whatever. I'm just going to apply this kind of on the sides of my face and a little bit higher. I'm also going to take my sponge and kind of blend it. This is going to help intensify the powder blush as well. Of course, if you don't want like really blushy cheeks, you can just skip one or the other. Just apply either cream blush or a powder blush, whatever you prefer. I'm just going to set my under eyes today because I do want the rest of the face to be dewy, luminous and just natural looking. I'm going to take my RCMA No Color Powder. I'm going to set with a sponge, but first I'm going to need to blend in the creases and pick up the powder on the other side of the sponge, the one that I did not use for cream products, like that, and press it in. Just going to bring it down a little bit into my pores area. I'm not going to leave it there to sit, so it's not really baking, but just sitting with the sponge. I do love how this kind of smooths and brightens everything, as you can see. Next, to warm up the skin and bring back some dimension to my face, I'm going to use a powder bronzer. This is the Dior Nude Bronzer. It's in the shade 2. just going to take my, this is from Sephora collection. It was, I don't know, I think from the Christmas brush set, but I'm not sure. I'm just going to apply it underneath the blush. It will be covering the blush a little bit as well, but like I said, I will apply a powder blush over it. It's very hard for me to say, especially blush brush. I did say it right this time, but I usually just I say brush blush or something like that. So I'm going to bronze up my forehead. I do like that this has a little bit of shimmer in it. It's very beautiful if you're trying to get that luminous finish of the skin. Just going to apply it underneath my nose as well. And on my jawline, and dragging it down my neck a little bit. I think this is my third time saying it. I'm going to apply powder blush as well. So I'm going to take it from my Sigma Blush Cheek palette. And I'm actually going to mix these two pink shades here. I'm going to use my Sigma F10 powder / blush brush. Okay, so I'm going to take these two. I'm mixing a little bit more of the lighter one though. And I'm going to apply it above the bronzer, kind of where I applied the cream blush. I do love blush so much, it's so pretty. Kind of changes up everything, just makes you look more youthful. This is my bronzer blush. You see, this is my bronzer brush. I'm just going to use it to tone it down a little bit. Because I was too excited about blush. I'm gonna finish up the face with the highlighter. My e.l.f. baked highlighter, broken packaging. I'm going to take it on a Makeup Addiction dual fiber blender. I do have to wash a lot of my brushes, so I'm just using ones that I don't usually go for. I'm picking this one, aside from the fact that it's my favorite highlighter, especially for looks like this, like more subtle, luminous looks. If I want a luminous skin, I'm going to apply natural highlighter like this. Because it kind of looks like you're glowing from within and not just... You don't look like you just applied some shimmery product on your face. It just looks like you're glowing, and that's what I want. I'm going to switch to a smaller brush and highlight my inner corner. And my brow bone. I feel like people who never try this product, they miss out so much. Okay, face is done. You can obviously use the setting spray, but I just did not do that lately. I don't know why. I'm going to use my NikkieTutorials in collaboration with Beautybay palette. I don't have a lot of peach shadows, and I do love this one. Like, I do have very little peach shadows in my collection. I do need a peachy eyeshadow palette. I'm going to go for this Zommer shade. I should have used this as a blush. Why didn't I think about it? I'm going to take my Juvia's Place 006 blending brush and pick up this shade. It's so pretty. That off the excess. Just going to make sure there are no creases on my lids. And the eye look is going to be pretty simple, I think. Just going to take this. I'm starting from my outer corner, that's where I usually want the most concentration of the shadows. And then I'm starting to blend it towards my crease and bringing it inwards. And I'm also kind of extending it in my outer corner by doing little flicks of the brush like that. I would have loved to apply this as a blush, but what if I stop my blush with a little bit of this? Nikki mentioned how she uses this shade as a blush, so I'm just going to apply it a tiny bit, just to kind of switch up the shade of my blush a little bit. That might be a little bit too much blush, but I kind of like it. I did cover a little bit of that highlighter. I think I'm going to take the same shade and apply it to my lower lash line. I'm just using the same brush and just dusting this shade all over my lower lash line and connecting it to the top part in my outer corner. You know what, I'm actually going to pick up some more of that shade and apply it in the inner portion of my eye as well. I thought that I should do like a soft halo eye, so I'm going to apply a shimmer as well, but just in the center, create that halo effect. Okay, I'm going to take Vla here, this peachy shimmer. I just think that these are best applied with a finger, so I'm going to do that. You can take a brush as well, but it's going to look so much softer. I just love how shimmery, actually glittery this is. The shimmers in this palette are just magical. I want to create just a little bit of definition on my lash line, so I'm just going to take a brown pencil. This is the Sephora collection 12-hour contour in the shade Tiramisu, and I'm going to apply it on the outer corner of my lash line. Just doing a very thin line here, which I'm going to blend out. I'm going to use this Eco Tools Mini Ultimate Eye Brush. And just doing little back and forth motions to create a faded shadow here. It kind of transferred on my lower lash line. I don't mind it. It kind of did the job for me. And create a little extension here with that pencil. See how it added just a little bit of shadow there, a little bit of definition to my eye. I'm gonna take a little bit more of the peachy matte shade and use it to further blend this outer corner. Kind of blend the pencil into the shadow. And to finish things up, before mascara, I don't know if I'm going to apply lashes, but whatever, I'm going to apply this pencil on my waterline. This is a cream pencil. It's the Sephora collection 12-hour contour in the shade Coconut. It will kind of open up my eyes, and it's really pretty with a luminous glam like this. This will kind of make your eyes look a little bit bigger too. Okay, let's apply some mascara, and I'm going to see whether or not I do need false lashes. This is my lash curler. I'm just heating it up with my breath. You can use a blow dryer. I'm just lazy to do that. It kind of matches my nails too, because my nails are quite corally, peachy as well. I just love everything about spring. So beautiful. I'm gonna take my The mascara by Sephora collection. This is it. People have been... I did get questions about it. It's discontinued. I think it's been discontinued for 2 years at this point. So I'm sorry for that. Just going to start at the base of my lashes and comb them and wiggle my brush to get every lash. This looks kind of pretty with just mascara. It's so kind of natural and luminous. I'm going to apply it on the lower lashes as well. I'm going to move on to my lips. I'm going to apply this lip pencil by Boysenberries. It's in the shade Butter Nude. I'm going to go for a peach on my lips as well. Also, peachy nudes are my favorite. I remember this Wet n Wild liquid catsuit. They do have a peach shade. I can't remember the name, it's peach something. It's the only lipstick that I finished. Like, I used to have it about maybe 5 years ago or something like that. Just going to do some light filling in, because I'm going to use that kind of a lipstick balm from YSL. Okay, I'm going to apply this YSL Rouge Volupté Shine. It's in the shade 30. It has a little bit of a pink tint to it. It kind of resembles the shimmer I applied on my lid. With this product, it kind of depends on how much you apply as well. Because if I apply just a thin layer, it's going to look the most natural. And this is the finished look. I really hope you like how it came out. I think it's very pretty for spring. These colors kind of lift up my mood as well, so thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. I really appreciate it. Comment below what's your favorite eyeshadow shade for like everyday looks. I hope you're having an amazing, beautiful, sunny day wherever you are, and hope I'll see you next time. Bye!